Well, we'll proceed on, because we do have 10 minutes left, so with that 10 minutes, we want to do it for accessibility. So, yeah. Randy? Randy, you're right up the center by the mic. I appreciate you're able to speak.
Yes, I appreciate being here. My name is Randy Robinson. I'm here about my mother's case, Gail Robinson, a U.S. Marine from the Korean War era. Sorry, I'm trying to talk about her. Luckily, she's still alive. She has been trapped in illegal guardianship since 2014, all under fraud against the court, presented fraud to the court. I myself was locked up for 96 days for not being able to kidnap my mom and bring her home from California when she fled the state to go live with her brother, who was her co-guardian at the time. I don't want to get into too much stuff about my mother's problem because it's the same thing with everybody, but I'm worried about the laws which are being presented right now, and I want to know what is to prevent these new laws from falling under with the same laws that we currently have. We currently have very good laws in place that should prevent illegal guardianship. Exactly. And nobody follows these laws, and there's no teeth in the laws. There are no consequences for not following the law. What is going to happen if these laws get passed? Are there going to be consequences for people that do not follow these laws? Also, we need to get rid of immunity for judges, lawyers.
Amen. Come on.
All the people have pointed out here, if you or I or anybody in this place committed some of these crimes, if I walked into a store and stole something and someone caught me and saw it, I'd be arrested and thrown in jail with a heartbeat. Okay, these people are getting away with murder, number one, murder, okay? They're getting away with thieving, everything, destroying people's lives. My whole family's life has been destroyed. My daughter's life has been devastated. My sister's life has been devastated. And my mother's life, most importantly, has been devastated. And every time I get a chance to see her or talk to her, she begs me to take her home. She says, how can this happen in America? I serve this country. How is this happening? This is not Nazi Germany. How is this happening? How can I get out of here? I can't bring her home. They've sold her home. Thank you. They sold her home under market, which is the common scheme here. They sold her home under market, threw her in a nursing home. There was a court order that should not be removed, and her guardian had her assistant come to the house, which I videotaped and posted online, everything that happened with that, and lie, and remove my mother illegally against a standing court order that should not be removed until she's evaluated, and the judge signs a court order saying this should be removed. The judge did nothing against the guardian that did this. The judge doesn't care about anybody breaking the laws. I have proof of perjury on guardian Mary Rowan. Mary Rowan, I like to say it 3 times. She remembers her name. Judge Terrence Keith out of Wayne County. He does not follow the law at all. He makes up things as he goes along. He likes to quote movies, though, and celebrities. If you put any effort into his job as he does with quoting celebrities and movies, maybe things would be better. I can't help but think that the man is complacent or an idiot. I don't know which. But he doesn't follow the laws. He even wrote a book about guardianship and conservatorship. He doesn't follow his own writing that he wrote the book. I don't know how the man got in office, but the other thing is these judges run unopposed left and right. Yep. Once they get appointed, he got appointed is what I heard. And they actually switched the Wayne County treasurer. He was a Wayne County treasurer, and another judge was on the bench. He decided his health wasn't good and he wanted off the bench. They swapped places. I don't know how they got away with doing it, but they swapped places. He was appointed, and every time he runs now, he is unopposed. And I've talked to lawyers, and they're like, well, everybody's afraid to run against a judge because if they run against him and they lose, now they got to go in front of that judge, and the judge will go, oh, you ran against me. What am I going to do with you? So nothing is fair, nothing is right, and also these laws, are they going to help me get my mother free? What's going to help me save my mother before she dies? She's 90 years old now. She'll be 91 if she makes it to November 14th, her birthday. But what is going to save her now? How do I get her out of this illegal, fraudulent guardianship, which is slowly killing her?
Come on, Randy.
Do these laws help that? And again, we need teeth in these laws. There needs to be consequences for these judges, guardians, guardian ad litem. The guardian ad litems are some of the biggest crooks there ever was.
Throw them in jail. Throw them in jail.
time for tonight. If you did not get a chance to speak, you may still be included in the record. We do apologize, but we have some time constraints in the principal on this room. So last up, we have Debbie Fox. She's still in the room.
Debbie, will you come forward at this point?
Debbie.
And again, Debbie, I would remind you too,
We have someone from Grand Rapids. She should be able to speak though too. She comes all the way from Grand Rapids. You come from Kentucky.
Okay, my mother is Dale Robinson, the U.S. Marine Korean warrior. She falls under the category of Uniform Military Guardianship Act 321 of 1937, and the judge laughs at it. He will not honor it at all. My mother did receive money from her VA life insurance that means only the VA can make the decision to put her in guardianship or not. How many people have passed 6 competency tests? 6, and she's still in guardianship. And then after Mary Rowan, she gets my sister, nurse practitioner, that is the most abusive person in the world to my mother. She hasn't had eyeglasses since 2018. She's been held in a wheelchair since 2018. They tell her she's in a nursing home, and in the hospital, and is not allowed to leave her room unless someone comes and gets her. She's now in assisted living. You can see her on Facebook, but a month goes by. She's not viewed on Facebook. She's still in her room. They don't let her out of her room. And that is causing, she's been drugged since 2015. Prozac, Namanda, Lexapro, and several others. And my sister's a nurse practitioner, and that's her field, neurosurgeon. She knows she's gaslighting my mom. She won't even let my mother talk to her brother. She has Amazon. Only the people that can talk to her have to be in the Amazon picture thing. And she wrote in her document, she's helping my mother make a phone call to her brother, who used to call my mom every night after my dad died in 2009, who also was a Marine. He can't call his only sister from California. He's 10 years younger than her. His wife died. They're the only connection, and he's not allowed to contact her. Nobody's allowed to write mail unless they're in the little bit of the family that what started this guardianship is they corruptly got a home equity loan on my parents' house. They used it for their own, and they got caught by myself and my other brother that's deceased in 2012. My mother begged to stay in her house. She wants to stay in the house. My dad died in that house. My brother died in that house, and she wanted to be close to them. And they took it away. She doesn't know her house is gone. They also been in the house since 2015, taking what they wanted of my mother's estate. Several things. And my brother got to be the guardian. His wife made up the home equity loan, which they stole, and he got checks. My sister got a $45,000 check at that time. The loan was changed to my sister Linda's house. Nobody could see what bills were what checks were being written out. And the worst thing is, my mother filed the police report.
Nothing.
The police came to the house before her first hearing with the guardian ad litem. Randy forgot to say he was there, and the police officer said, "It's all right, they took your money."
The police are involved too.
Okay, he just said, it's all right, they took your home equity loan, you weren't going to spend it. And the judge is totally aware of the first hearing. They all admitted they took the money. And he did nothing. He says he's going to get the money back. Well, he took my mom and put her in, and my brother-in-law beat my mom up. And that was what put her in a facility, because she wouldn't live with my sister anymore, because her husband picked her up and threw her into the doorways. And she thought for sure she was dead.
Thank you. Debbie.
Thank you.
I just want to, before we conclude, a couple items. I want to also thank, this is the Committee on Judiciary and Public Safety, and I do appreciate the Senate sergeants coming out here. We had 4 of them that came out to this hearing. They had a lot